Okay, Eagle Nation, it is being reported who the Eagles will line up first as it pertains to joint practice. Plus, this rookie's tryout was so good, he just got a multi-year deal by the Eagles. That's not all. 3 more rookies put the pen to paper and officially signed their contracts. That means 5 of 9 rookies are signed, 4 more to go. And Vic Fangio talks about why he's excited for Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. You should be too. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today, as always, we got a lot to get into. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, can I ask y'all for a favor? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the videos. So the NFL is kicking off the 2024 season with back-to-back bangers. AFC Championship rematch, Ravens vs. Chiefs on Thursday at 8:20. Followed by a Friday night game in Brazil. 2 of the best young quarterbacks in the NFC, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, Eagles versus Packers. The first 2 games of the NFL season are going to be lit. But before we get to any season opener, we got to talk about training camp and what comes after training camp, joint practices, which it was reported last night via Philadelphia Eagles Central and a couple other outlets. The Eagles and Patriots are planning on holding a joint practice in Foxborough this August, per Mike Reese of ESPN. Interesting. Last year, we hosted joint practices with the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. So far, it's being reported we'll be in Foxborough for a joint practice with the Patriots. And don't worry, we don't got to worry about any cheating. Bill Belichick ain't there. Gerard Mayo, although a longtime Patriot, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. The Patriots and Eagles are also expected to play in New England this preseason, likely the second week. So we got the first joint practice team reported in Foxborough. The next one should be in Philly, and I'm curious to who that's going to be. Normally, it's an AFC team, as last year we talked about Colts and Browns. So far, it's being reported this year is going to be the Patriots. I wonder who the second one could be. Maybe the Jets? Maybe we see Hassan Reddick again prior to the season starting. I don't know. Let me know who would you like to have a joint practice with via the AFC other than the Patriots. Moving on to a video we showed on my last upload. It's A.J. Brown trying to break some type of record, but he got the whole squad. I see front and center Saquon Barkley, who's newly becoming Philadelphia Eagle leader, not just player for this team, but we got a lot of guys there. Jalen Hurts. But my main takeaway is A.J. Brown always front and center, putting the team on his back, showing some of the young guys that putting in the extra work matters. Then over the weekend, this picture surfaced via Ainias Smith, who showed the message that A.J. Brown sent to him as soon as he was drafted by the Birds. What's up, Ainias? This is A.J. Brown. Congratulations, first of all. Put on your hard hat. Let's work. And Ainias Smith texts back immediately. Appreciate you, folks. Trust me, it's up. Can count on me. A.J. Brown didn't waste no time welcoming, most likely, wide receiver 3, or at least a guy I believe can win it during this training camp, joint practice, preseason, all of the above. Not going to be easy. Wide receiver 3 is going to be a legit competition. But we heard Nick Sirianni talk about getting this guy the ball. I think his skills are going to be on display early, and the inevitable is going to be he's our wide receiver 3. And if he wins it, it's a great thing because he'll be an Eagle for the next 4 years for sure. As for some other NFL/Eagle news, Pro Football Focus had the D-tackle and safety rankings come out for 2024. Let's take a look at them. Number 1 is Antonio Winfield Jr., 2, Kyle Hamilton, 3, Minkah Fitzpatrick, 4, Jesse Bates, 5, Xavier McKinney, 6, Tyrann Mathieu, 7, Derwin James, 8, Javon Holland, 9, Tuluga Hufanga, and 10, Marcus Williams. Nowhere on this top 10 ranking is the Philadelphia Eagles safety, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who just 2 years ago, last time he put an Eagles jersey on, led the NFL in interceptions while missing like 5 games. And again, when available, he played very well in Detroit. He was injured last year, but to leave him off top 10 is definitely interesting to me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on that. However, as it pertains to D tackles, the Eagles definitely got a guy on the list, and he's only coming into year 2. Jalen Carter ranked number 7th per Pro Football Network. Sorry, it's not Pro Football Focus, it's Pro Football Network. My mistake. But number 1 is Chris Jones, 2 Dexter Lawrence, 3 Quentin Williams, 4 Derrick Brown, 5 Jeffrey Simmons, 6 Cameron Hayward, 7 Jalen Carter, 8 DJ Reader, 9 Christian Wilkins, and 10 Christian Barmore. This right here is going off Jalen Carter's rookie campaign. He did have 6 sacks and 47 quarterback pressures. Those numbers should spike, especially with Fletcher Cox heading off to retirement. So I am really dying to see Jalen Carter in year 2 and how he jumps from 7 possibly into the top 5, maybe top 3, because I can envision double-digit sacks in 2024 for the second-year man, Jalen Carter. This is what Vic Fangio said as it pertains to Jalen Carter. I think he's talented enough that no matter what we do with him, we'll be maximizing him. Fangio said Thursday when asked how he plans to maximize Carter's talents in this defense. He's got to get in great shape, which I think he's off to a great start so we can play him a lot. Of course, he said the same thing for Jordan Davis. It all starts with getting in great shape, but he does plan to play Jordan Davis as a true nose, where we didn't do that for him his first 2 seasons. Fangio also said so far, don't got no reference from last year, but he's off to a great start, getting in shape, being at the facility every single day that he's allowed to, and he's excited for both these players. But let's not forget about Milton Williams too. Again, this is Jordan Davis and Milton Williams working together early in the offseason. Now they can go to the facility. I'm curious to see what this 3-man rotation looks like. And again, like we talked about on Friday, who gets that 4th and 5th spot? Is it a Jomo? Is it Marlon T? Or will the UDFA, who I think can rush the passer and stop the run at the D-tackle position, Gabe Hall from Baylor, could he end up making a team? I like the depth at D-tackle, although some of y'all do want a veteran presence in case things start to unravel. I think the upside and the potential with the youngsters is through the roof. We just going to have to wait and see what Fangio has in store. Back to Jordan Davis, my guy MYKE on Twitter, at Philly Truther, go follow him, said something that I think people need to hear. Vita Vea's first Pro Bowl came in his 4th year. Dexter Lawrence's first Pro Bowl came in his 4th year. Quentin Williams' first Pro Bowl came in his 4th year. 3 talented D-tackles took 4 years to become a Pro Bowler. We already know what Jordan Davis can do to stop the run while he getting double teamed. Philly Truther said, like us all, he expects more of Jordan Davis this season, but relax. He's only played 2 years of football. And I say that because there's so many people trying to label this man as a bust, which I can't agree with. Year 3, people are going to have a microscope on him. But as Philly Truther said, some D-tackles take to year 4 to show their true potential. The good thing is he's a first-round pick. We have the option to extend him for 5 years before we have to make a decision. Do we want to pay him or not? But again, he stops the run at an elite rate when he's on the field. I'm giving him year 3 and 4 to prove to me that he can stay on the field, also develop a pass rush for certain packages and situations. And it's not like he don't got Milton Williams, who's up for a contract soon, on his heels, because Milton Williams is underrated for sure on both stopping the run and getting at the quarterback. So yes, tell me you want to see more from Jordan Davis, but calling him a bust, I just can't do it. Again, we've seen the upside from this kid, and so it just got to be maximized, and hopefully Fangio's the one that can do it. Staying with the defense, cornerback Shon Stevens came to rookie minicamp, had 2 days to show why he deserves a spot on the 90-man roster, and he absolutely got it as he balled out them 2 days, got the 90-man roster spot, but now it's being reported that he will sign a 3-year deal today in Philadelphia, as reported last night via Jake Rabati of the NFL. That's pretty good to me. 2 days, you make the 90-man roster, which is not the ultimate goal, but signing a 3-year deal when the cornerback list is very, very deep in Philly is a pretty darn good accomplishment. Well, that's not the end-all be-all, and I am so interested to see what this cornerback room looks like. How many will the Eagles keep? 7, 8. It is so deep. so talented. And what do you do with Bradberry? If it's 2023 Bradberry, he got to go. But if it's 2022 Bradberry under a Fangio scheme, back with CJ Garner Johnson, then you got to keep him. Again, we won't cut him until June 1st at least just to save money. However, I think if we keep him a little longer, we'll hear the reports in training camp. Is he getting cooked? Is he locking up? I think we should at least give him that for the people who think Bradberry can be 2022 Bradberry. I don't know. I just know this team has a boatload of talent, a lot of young guys. So I'm going to ask you this question. Come September, give me your 7 or 8 cornerbacks that will be on the 53-man roster. Drop them in the comment section. I want to see what y'all thinking. Lastly, Victor Williams said yesterday the Eagles still have $27.2 million in cap space, which is the 7th most in the NFL. However, this is not including Shon Stevenson's deal. Plus, 3 more rookies just signed today. Jalen Hunt put the pen to paper. Will Shipley signed his deal. And so did Ainias Smith, wide receiver 3 possibly. That means 5 of 9 rookies have now signed pen to paper. Only 4 more to go. And if you didn't know who the other 2 were, first one was wide receiver Johnny Wilson out of Florida State, and the second was Trevor Keegan, guard out of Michigan. So I'm guessing we have close to 20 million, 22 million when it's all said and done. And it's important because if we go into joint practice, training camp, whatever, and we see linebackers getting exposed, we need more help at safety. We can use a veteran D tackle. Heck, this is a new area that we find is struggling. Howie Roseman got 20 plus million in his back pocket to spend, which is important because in 2022, we got Bradberry at the last second. Remember, 2022 Bradberry was good. We also traded for CJ Garner Johnson at the last second. So it's good to have cap space to continue to build your team all the way up until the season starts. Heck, last year we got Kevin Byard. It didn't work out, but the Eagles are a team that are aggressive and making their team better. So we could always use cap space throughout the season for a trade deadline move, especially if the season's going good, where you're a contender, but who knows if injuries happen at a certain spot. It's just good to have money in your back pocket, and Howie Roseman knows that. With all that being said, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Do your boy a favor, hit the like, subscribe if you are new, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the videos, drop the muscle emoji, and give me all your thoughts. I absolutely love hearing from y'all. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. We out.